Hi folks, Jeff Eubanks here. Welcome to Eubanks Family Homestead. Glad to y'all be with us. Got me a little fire going down there, doing a little bit of homestead type outdoor work. But now we're gonna go check on the chicken eggs. So y'all just come along for the journey. Oh, and dismount from the tractor very easily because our knees aren't what they used to be. This is an active barnyard, so please be careful where you step. It's not a world-class barn, but it works good for me. Me and my dad and my son built this barn. Some of these components were used. This right here was the cattle panel to my granddad's old Ford pickup truck. And this was part of it as well. So I have this area sectioned off for if we ever have to do any doctoring to any of the livestock. This is where we put the goats when they kid, and it works pretty good. I don't keep a really organized barn, but for those of you who know me, that's not a surprise. This is our egg nest, chicken nest, egg nest, whatever you call it. On one side, I have a golf ball, and that is to encourage the hens to set in here. On the other side, ta-da, 2 free-range, farm fresh, homestead fresh eggs. Some days we get 4. We have 4 hens. Some days we get 2. And they don't always lay them in the nest box. Sometimes I have some that lay over here in this corner. But there again, chickens are going to do what chickens want to do. Now this is something I'm really proud of. This is my treadle feeder. It has a bend in it. You can put about 20 pounds of pellets in there. We supplement the chickens, especially in the wintertime, because, you know, there's not as much forage for them. Those are 18% laying pellets. But what happens is you leave it, you put it in there and you set the lid, and then this treadle, the chickens know to come up here and they'll step on it, and ta-da! They have access to the feed. But mice and rats do not. Squirrels do not. That's what this is all about, so you can free range your birds without having to worry about feeding, you know, every varmint in the neighborhood. It works real good. I saw pictures of these on the internet, and I did all this myself without instructions. Me being a machinist, I said, hey, I can make that no problem at all. Well, let me tell you something. This linkage right here, that was a pain. But hey, I got it where it works. I mean, a chicken can step on it and it opens. That's what you got to do. And what you do to train your chickens to use it, you have to get a brick. I can't believe I don't have a brick handy here. Let's see if this rock will work. You take a rock and or brick, and you start feeding them like this. And then you will move something up here a smaller size so it don't shut completely, so they can still see the feed, and they step up here. And it's so funny, you can tell at the house when they're out of feed because you hear this. It's like they're ringing the dinner bell saying, Jeff, come put some feed here for us. So, but yes, that is the treadle feeder 2011, 12, something like that. I forget. And it's, once again, just all reclaimed wood. This is a door off of one of Christy's computer desks. It works wonderfully. I mean, see, here's the little handle. I mean, it works like a charm. And just some stuff I had laying around and some pictures off of the interweb. So that's that. And this is where the chickens roost at night. They use these little panels here. You can see they come in here. We haven't had a lot of trouble with predators. We hear the coyotes. We did have some trouble with a couple of foxes one time. Had's key word. I did loot. We had a beautiful Royal Palm turkey. His name was Winslow. My boss gave him to me. His last name was Winslow, so we named the turkey Winslow. He was beautiful, and we lost him to coyotes. But knock on wood, as far as the livestock we have now, we're doing pretty good. I have thought about getting a some type of livestock guardian dog, but I understand they bark a lot, and we have a lot of close neighbors. So I don't know, but. So yes, this is it. If my camera lady will, I don't know if she may have done pan down to the floor here in the barn, but this is the secret ingredient we're going to be using in our grow beds this year. This is the byproduct of goats and chickens and cows, and of course that's a Buff Orpington hen. That's one of our laying hens. We have 4 laying hens. We have one Rhode Island Red that is too old to lay anymore, but she hangs out with us, so I don't know where she's at.
She's up there.
Okay. We do not run roosters because my bride don't like roosters crowing at all hours of the day and night. And
Roosters do not just crow in the morning. They crow all day long, and I don't like it. Since I work from home, I have to hear it. So, no roosters here.
And the last rooster we had, he was mean. And I didn't make him mean. He just turned out being mean. I don't know. So, but yeah, see, our chickens, they free range. They get up there to scratch around. And oh my goodness, if you've never had a free range egg, I mean, the yolk is just so, especially in the summertime when they get plenty of bugs. Protein, that's protein. It's not just the bugs, but the protein. I mean, the yolk will be almost a dark orange, and the flavor is just so rich. I mean, a rich flavor for scrambled eggs, and your cake mixes turn yellow when you mix them. I mean, you'll still get a chocolate cake out of it, but when you first put the eggs in there, especially if it's like pancakes, stuff like that, your batter is just yellow, orangish looking. So, So yeah, we usually get anywhere from 2 to 4 eggs a day. Just depends on how the old girls work. This right here is a certificate of authenticity from the Eubanks homestead. That's how you know that they are fresh laid eggs. And I mean, we don't do anything special to them. We take them in and we leave them on the counter because we use them or we give them away pretty quick. An egg is laid with a sheen on it. I think it's the way you pronounce it. But that sheen is what seals the eggs up to keep bacteria out of them. And if you wash them, yes, wash has an R in it. If you wash them, you wash that sheen off, and thereby making them susceptible to, penetration by bacteria and stuff like that. So you want to leave that sheen on them. And you can leave them out on the counter in a cool, dark place. But if you ever put them in the refrigerator, that's when you have to keep them in the refrigerator, because that will cause the egg to age quickly, going from warm to hot. So, but we never have eggs last over 4 or 5 days. I mean, between family and friends, we take care of them pretty quickly. Probably gonna get some more laying hens this spring. That way, maybe we can supply folks with, that want the eggs.
Maybe on a regular basis.
Yeah, especially through the YouTube, and I think now we're linked up to Instagram. So, we'll be, and then later on, hopefully we'll have, like every other Saturday or something like that, we'll have some produce from our little raised beds, stuff like that. So, we'll let y'all know about that. And got quite a few plans around here this year. We got to, increase our pasture area, reclaim some pasture that's not being used right at the moment. I want to get some irrigation going down here to the barn area. We have a well up on the upper side of our property that my grandparents used with their house, and I'm trying to figure out some way to get that down here without having to run power to it. So me and one of my good friends, who I hope I can get to make a guest appearance on our little show here, our little channel, Me and him been hammering out some ideas about water moving. So gonna try to get some broiler chickens this year and maybe process our own chickens. I know my camera girl will not like that. We probably won't film that, but we're gonna try to. Me and my buddy Don are kind of working on that plan. So, you know, just normal stuff here on the homestead. I mean, you know, we all work regular jobs, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy, if I had to live in a subdivision, you might well put me in a cage. I couldn't do that. So my neighbors I have right now are as close as I want anybody. So, and I can hear horns blow now. I hear a constant roar of Highway 92, East Cherokee Drive, whatever. We hear it all. So, but we do like living here. Hope y'all enjoy our videos. Smash that like button, smash that share button. That's what I've been seeing everybody in their videos say. We just want to get out there and be friends with everybody. And my wife says I'm grumpy. So, you know, when I say something like that, it must be something. So, is there any questions from the peanut gallery? That's you, honey.
Oh, me? Were you going to talk about the chicken tractor, or is that going to be another episode?
That'll be another episode,
Okay.
Chicken tractor. So hopefully, we checked on our honeybees yesterday. We're doing okay with the bees. We try to go treatment free on our bees, and so I'm really walking on some thin ice this year, hoping that our bees are strong enough to survive. We did all we could for them, and now it's just up to the bees and the good Lord up above. So that is my main interest, you know, bees, stuff like that. My wife is wanting to do the raised beds and things, and I'm going to be helping out with that. She's going to be the lead on all that stuff, except for the heavy lifting, the sawing, the moving of the dirt, the getting your hands dirty.
No, that's not true. Don't believe him. So.
All right, then. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial on egg collecting. You can like this and share it. Give us a thumbs up. If you're interested in getting you some backyard chickens, if you have a backyard that's fenced in, you can get you a couple little hens. They don't make a lot of noise, and they lay eggs. You do not have to have a rooster to get eggs. So if you live in a place where you have just a little bit of space, you can get you some hens, and you know, it won't be long before Tractor Supply will have them. I will be getting mine from a man in Dahlonega who sells egg-laying pullets. A pullet is an egg-laying bird. It's of age to lay eggs. Got to be like 22 to 24 weeks old, and you need like 13 hours of daylight a day to get them to start laying. But if anybody needs a local, and that's local, and that's they're good birds, so he would be well worth the drive to Dahlonega. It's a nice little ride up at 400, no big deal. So, alrighty, well, y'all come see us sometime. Bye.